so many people so critically low in this fight, but they're all walking away. Bjergsen's still looking to chase Turtle down even further. Finds the double bomb, finds a triple bomb. Bjergsen's chain CC, he must have heard me say it. He doesn't have the firepower, and he brings it all down on Turtle.
Bjergsen's Zilean has recently become legendary, helping to carry TSM through playoffs to their first NALCS title since 2017. He has an incredible 75.8% win rate on the champion from the 33 professional games he has played it in his career. How did TSM use this pick to secure vital wins, and how does Bjergsen make it look so good?
Were you surprised that you were able to pick Zilean as much as you were in these playoffs?
Yeah, I just thought it was funny. I kept getting it in the final game of the series. Luckily, FlyQuest didn't let me do that. It's just been a champion I've been really comfortable on for a long time. The champion is really easy to play around because he's so independent. He can wave clear forever. And yeah, it's just a champion where I think if we have the right champions around him, he's really powerful. I think Broken Blade has some really good games on Camille, and that's obviously a champion that can go in with the bombs, and then Camille's kind of a champion that can go in and die, but then I revive him and he can kind of hook shot back out. Yeah, we'll see if teams are going to continue to respect that Worlds. Zilean obviously has weaknesses. It's not just some super broken champion, and we'll see if the teams at Worlds decide to ban it or if they think they can counter it.
As Bjergsen mentions, TSM picks Zilean with very specific team compositions to allow him to thrive. He is not a good solo carry, and does struggle to reach his true potential as a champion if he doesn't have a team comp built around him. TSM build theirs with a top lane carry champion that can dive the enemy, such as Irelia, or ideally Camille. The rest of the comp is follow-up CC and damage to join Camille in fights after she dashes in. Bjergsen uses Zilean to keep mid-pressure, using bomb combos to clear waves all game. He roams around the map picking up CS from side lanes when needed and speeding back to his team to join fights. On a safe champion like Zilean, Bjergsen even gets Majias most games, as he knows he is unlikely to be killed in fights, as he is going to be DPSing from a distance and has a strong frontline to protect him from dives. In fights, Bjergsen uses his E to speed himself up, to get in position to land huge slows and bomb combos. In pro play, a great engage means nothing without the follow-up from your team, so Bjerg often uses his combo on CC'd targets to guarantee the hit. After this, he is using his E to give his teammates the speed to chase down stragglers, which lets TSM pick up extra kills off good fights that otherwise would be too fast to catch.
TSM has got him in their sights, and that is an ace for Team Solo Mid!
But can we learn to play Zilean like Bjergsen? From level 1, Bjergsen looks to use his Q to poke, landing it on the enemy laner. CSing on Zilean is very hard, but Bjergsen does it with ease, simultaneously keeping pressure on the enemy laner and last hitting every minion. Once Bjergsen hits level 3, he has great gank setup with a flash E, double bomb, to keep them in place, following up with a second E slow to deny any further escape. Bjergsen is so good he can even get solo kills for Zilean mid. He plays the fight slow, landing multiple bomb combos until the enemy is too low to stay in lane. From there it is as simple as auto-attacking them to death or landing a final bomb, which seals their fate. When Bjergsen gets level 6 on Zilean, he hits a power spike that lets him take more early fights. He even uses ults to dive enemies. Bjergsen saves ult for the person tanking tower, allowing them to tank extra shots that otherwise would be too risky. This lets them extend the dive just long enough to get the kill and get out safely. Late game, Bjergsen hits maximum cooldown reduction and uses this to play Zilean to maximum effectiveness. In fights, he is using bomb combos off cooldown to control the fight. If he is in a bad position, he always uses speed up on himself and repositions to a safe spot to DPS. If an enemy is in a bad spot, he always slows them and looks for a stun. Positioning on Zilean is one of the most important parts of playing him, and Bjergsen is a master. Your ult can also help with positioning, letting you make enemies choose between two bad decisions. In this clip, Bjerg uses ult to bait the enemy AD carry in to all-in him, which stops them contributing to the rest of the fight, and also lets his team collapse to get the free kill, all while Bjergsen stays alive thanks to the ult. Bjergsen always builds Rod of Ages into Hextech GLP, giving Zilean even more utility and slows to allow him to land more combos. Bjerg uses this item for the initial engage as it has a high range, then bombs while the target is unable to dodge. With the slow from GLP, Zilean E, and stun from bombs, you would think that was enough CC for Bjergsen, but no. He also takes Glacial Augment in his runes for even more utility, and the ability to land bombs without having to use the E-slow. As in lane, you may not always have the mana sustain to use it. Here's Bjergsen's full build and runes. Try out the playstyle in solo queue, I promise it is free LP if you play it like the king. How long do you think Bjergsen can stay on his undefeated Zilean run?